What's up guys, Sub-Zero here back for another VOD review. There has been a pretty intense for rank 1 on the North American server recently. I don't know, I've been watching some like Setsuko and Dish Soap, and both of them have really run it up. Setsuko to about 1850 LP. Dish Soap, look at this graph by the way, boom, 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 up to 1743 LP, and then just destruction, man. This is what happens when you are this high elo. You take... This is like 3/8, maybe a 7/8/7. Just for fun, let's look. Minus 56, minus 72, minus 52. Honestly, not even as bad as I thought, but that is still minus almost 200 LP after 3 games. But our current rank 1 is the rank 1 we've been watching for a while. K3, baby. He's still just putting up really nice performances in this VOD that you can see here. He has still, 1, 3, 5 fantastic scores. And if I would jump further into, let's do it. Okay, let's just do this to jump further in the VOD. I just don't want to lose my spot there. But if you jump further in the VOD, he put out a crazy performance, 2.8 AVP. So just a crazy stream from Soju. And this game I thought was really fun. I took a quick perusal of like the augments and the stuff he ended up playing this game, and I thought. Soju, buddy, you're doing a great job. You're doing an amazing job. Wait, I turned the... What? It's my camera's mirrored? Soju, buddy, you're doing a great job. All right, let's get into the game here. So it's a Scuttle Puddle game here. This is also on his Smurf account because he is a little bit elo sitting. At very high elo, because I'm sure there's like snapshots and stuff like that going on very soon. So this is his Smurf account where he's a measly 700 LP and probably ended up, I don't know, after the amazing run that he had, maybe 800, probably like 900 LP. I don't know. We'll see. In any case, start off here with the Draven 2 here. Almost like a full family opener in this spot here. Actually, we've got the Draven, we've got the Vi, we've got the Powder here, and even Powder Pair here. It'd be interesting to see what his priority is as far as like making econ here, because he has kind of a board already. I think this makes perfect sense. Yeah, making 10 in this spot. And the other interesting thing is he doesn't care. He has 0 prior on holding like Powder Pair here. So I think this just kind of goes to show, especially with these items, that Soju is just not that interested in playing this comp here. Prismatic Augment also in Scuttle Puddle is going to be crazy. And this first augment choice, yeah, I think this makes perfect sense from Soju. He rerolls into level up here. I mean, a lot of decent stuff here. Buffed quality over quantity, really solid. A lot of people think the Prismatic Pipeline is really high quality, but the second he sees level up, I think Soju kind of locks in, and you can even see him going through the thought process. Level up plus Scuttle Puddle. This is something that I think so many people kind of don't really focus on when they're playing a game of TFT, is the interaction between the portal that they're in and what augment they want to end up taking. And wow, this is actually a crazy call as well, the Gargoyle Slam. But first, let's talk about what I want to talk about, which is we're in Scuttle Puddle. We are naturally going to have way more econ than a normal game of TFT. Level up is an augment that scales with how much econ you have, because every gold that you have turns into more gold as far as, econ wise. The XP is more than you would normally get. So it's a perfect choice in this spot. You already have a ton of econ in this spot, so this is going to allow us to push levels really easily. And then this first slam here is actually a bit crazy to me. Ooh, I wonder if there's ever a thought. It's so tough. I mean, Academy is so strong, or not Academy, but I mean just Ezreal as a unit, and then Rebel with Ezreal is so solid. We do push 5 here just because it's pretty much free. And yeah, he's just going to play the Ezreal as a good unit on the board. I think this is really smart as well. But the other thing is the Gargoyle Slam. This is an item that I think if you look at... Let me just look at a top player profile real quick. Let's just go to leaderboard, and let's look at Soju himself actually, because I'm quite curious. You can go here to items and look for how many items he's built in the last 50. Yeah, Gargoyle, 15 games in the last 50. So as often as something like Edge of Night. And I wonder, let me check out 2 other players, Wage and Everson and Setsuko here, just to see. I mean, 19 games Gargoyle here. Maybe I'm underrating this Gargoyle item. I do see Setsuko's building at 14 like very infrequently. Maybe I've been too harsh on this Gargoyle Stoneplate item, because I do. Honestly, in my head, this is an item that I think is very infrequently built. And you can see there, I mean, it's not that frequently built, even in, these match histories, but still, I mean, what is it, 19 games of the last 50? It's not low. It's definitely not something that Soju was thinking of as kind of like a never slam or anything like that. Can fit Rebel in on this board, so we opts to just play it here with everything that we got going on. So I mean, this is a really nice start here for Mr. Soju. We just ended up dropping out of Pit Fighter actually, which is kind of interesting that we wanted to play Rebel over Pit Fighter here, because I would think you would want to continue to play Pit Fighter, but maybe he's just saying, Draven's still going to do damage to that Pit Fighter. The Omni Vamp is pretty fake on Draven here. So all you're really getting is the extra damage out of it. And like, is that worth not playing Rebel? Soju says the answer is no. But you know, in the context of our itemization in this game, the more you think about it, the more Gargoyle makes sense. You can't really make something like a Steadfast Heart in this spot because it's going to kind of restrict the rest of your items for the rest of the game. By leaving Glove open, you get a ton of like physical damage options, or really just any kind of damage item that can be slammed here. He was looking at Last Whisper here to just kind of solidify him as like an AD spot here, but he ends up taking this belt here, which can be Guardbreaker, can also be Sunfire. We'll see actually if he ends up, yeah, he's actually just going to hold on to the belt here. So not really interested in making a Guardbreaker in this spot. It's almost like he is like really, really dedicated in this position to playing AD from this spot. It makes sense just in the idea that like oftentimes it's kind of interesting. Like you can play AP from this spot, certainly. You have a Vex on the board. Like, there's nothing stopping you from playing like a Rebel game from this spot. But the big thing that actually is stopping you from playing Rebel here is the fact that we have a Draven 2 as our item carry. We don't actually have a really solid AP item carry. This is something that like, I don't know, it took me a while to kind of like learn in TFT, but it's like, you know, it's so much easier to play the game. It's kind of obvious when you think about it, to play from an opener, like for units that you already have. Like, I think a lot of people, you know, try to overcook, and they're like, I could play and I could make Shojin onto my Draven, and sure, it's not optimal, but then I can play for Rebels later. But you lose so much HP on the way, you lose so much just tempo that it's usually just not worth it. So so I like Soju just saying, you know, this is probably going to be an AD game. I'm going to hold on to the glove here potentially for Last Whisper, even IE that can go into like a Corki later. And the Gargoyle, I'm interested really to see where that's going to go, because I feel like Gargoyle, I don't know, I still don't really understand where Gargoyle is good. Maybe actually, you know what, why not? Why not do a little quick Explorer here? Where do I have my Explorer? It's right here, right? Yeah, I was like, my muscle memory. I just want to see like who statistically the stats say that Gargoyle is fantastic on. Not bad on Alawi Mundo. I mean, it's not bad on everyone. Like the 4-cost carries, all of these the most built. And like, I'm actually surprised by the negative delta on someone like Alawi. Okay, so you just throw it on a 4-cost tank. Any of them, it's honestly fine. So, all right, it's good to know. Learning already from watching Mr. K3 Soju here. We got a gold orb there that, what did that have in it? Like units? I guess those were, it had like 3 costs in it, and then they kind of disappeared. We do have a 4 Conqueror setup that we can play here with the Darius if we want to play it. And yeah, that is immediately what Soju wants to play. Gonna even use the dupe on the Swain here. Itemization wise, I mean, you have LWIE, so I feel like this makes a lot of sense. You can move the Morello there down to the Swain and just leave him as a backliner who's going to spread it well. The only problem is that, you know, we don't have that much frontline now, but maybe the Gargoyle will be enough. It's actually a close fight. Yeah, just barely a loss. Honestly, Soju probably kicking himself that he didn't level here, because he could have easily leveled here, got Rebel in, leveled for anything, really. All right, branching out. Probably not going to take Kingslayer, not amazing. Fire Cell, solid econ augment. I would just kind of like damage here, but wow. I mean, Soju likes this Fire Cell augment so much, and I mean, already you can see why. He just got a free, that's a free Silco that he just got from Fire Cell, right? So that is quite gross here. We're going to fit Academy onto this board now instead of 4 Conquer after losing that. Yeah, I think, ooh, the no 4 Conk play here is pretty shocking to me, and he'd rather just play 4 Sentinel. Huh, his idea just being, you know, I'm probably by the end of this stage going to get to 35 stacks anyway, and there's not really much for me past 35 stacks. It's not like I'm going to play for something higher than that. So wouldn't it actually be better for me to just kind of be pretty likely to get to 35 stacks before the end of the stage, then pivot out and just play my strongest board up until then? Huh. You know, that's actually really, really smart. And the other crazy thing about this spot is Scuttle Puddle, Fire Sale. There's actually like really good synergy. I wasn't really thinking about this, but level up Fire Sale. Like Soju gets, ooh, all right. The 4 Academy in, get the Ezreal in, get the Deathblade on there. This is really nice. Remember talking about how good of an item carry Ezreal is. This is a really nice board, actually. And Ezreal makes a lot better usage of the IE. But the other thing that I was thinking about is, like, if you push Fast 8, you're getting way more 4 costs in your shop, which means that you are getting way more value out of Fire Sale. So that was also the idea from Soju. I think I can push a really fast 8 and then actually get rewarded for that from Fire Sale. It's a cool idea. Down to 69 HP, though. We will have to start winning some fights at some point. But, I mean, you know, now doesn't have to be that time. Going for, looks like just Heimerdinger. Oh, just Ezreal pair here with Tyr here. Yeah, I mean, Ezreal pair is really, really big. Just, I don't know, so many gross games that many people played around this Ezreal unit. Just an Ezreal 2 is enough to put you in a fantastic spot. So I think this makes a lot of sense here. Actually picks up the Rel And the Ezreal, oh, that was Ezreal. He already had Ezreal pair, right? That's what it was. I mean, then this makes a trillion. Yeah, okay. So he already had Ezreal pair. That's what it was. So he's just picking this up for Ezreal too. I mean, that makes 1,000,000% sense. I was like, why did he, like, how did he get two stars without buying units? But one from Fire Sale, one from just taking the Ez off Carousel. So this makes perfect sense then. He just wants to be as strong as possible here because he is level 8. This is almost opening up. I mean, this is going to be a super, super fast 9 with a ton of gold here. And Academy actually plays really nicely into fast 9. Probably the best comp for fast 9, actually. Because you can easily fit 5 costs in the fact that you can play like a I mean, you can play Jace on your board. You can play what's his name as well. Rumble fits beautifully onto the board. You can even fit stuff like LeBlanc onto the board. You can fit everybody on the board, honestly. But yeah, Soju is going to be in contention for the world's fastest 9 in this spot. And the Morello, I mean, his items are fantastic. And all starting with the Gargoyle and then holding these items for the IELW. I mean, really, really smart stuff from Soju. Actually, just itemization-wise, this game, I think it has put him into a really good spot. Even though it's not like he's winning every fight. With double Econ Augment, in the Econ Galaxy, you really wouldn't expect to be winning every fight. If Soju was winning every fight, then, you know, he would probably be yapping about how this is like Disneyland ELO, even though we got some great players in this lobby. El Tenahue, Jungle Book, Philip, really, really good players in this lobby. So, I mean, this lobby is no slouch, even though it's like his quote-unquote Smurf lobby. So we have Rebel as a potential in here. We also have even this Trist as the potential level up. We can be 9 this round. He's so rich, man. Like, he can be 9 this round and then just continue chilling. He's going to get, at this point, out of the Swain here and actually just pre-level up to 9. Not sure why we're not leveling up. I guess he's just maximizing the amount of gold that he's going to have to roll on 9 here. Just making sure that he's going to have like 80 gold at this point to roll on 9, which, I mean, makes, yeah, the more gold, the merrier here. Really just rolling for, like I said, you know, the Jace, the other stuff. And I mean, at this point, 70 gold on 9, especially winning that fight, you can think about a fast 10 here. Epitaph here, solid augment. Something that I want to point out from Soju, look how fast he does this. This is something that a lot of good players do. And, you know, I've been doing a lot more coaching recently. You know, no shout out, but, you know, Metafy in the description. But like, one thing that I noticed is like a lot of people take a long time on this 4-2 augment. You have to do this really, really quickly because taking this 4-2 augment quickly gives you time to make this pivot. Soju needs to roll a lot. He's 80 gold level 9 here. He needs to get value out of his augments by, you know, being just taking a good augment here and then rolling a lot here. So the Epitaph here, and let's see, the roll down picks up Corki. There's Heimerdinger pair here, Corki pair here, Heimerdinger 2, Corki 2. The only sus thing about our board, and ooh, a little just random in on the Echo here, but yeah, he's going to get this in for scrap. But I think this does open Soju up for the fast 10. The sketchy thing about this spot is our front line is a bit lacking in Irelia 2 stage 4, especially in Scuttle Puddle when a lot of people are going to have 4-2'd it and have a really, really strong board is pretty scary. The upside is the rest of our board is really nice. The Heimer 2 and the Corki 2. Corki, this is like a very, very standard like Academy plus Sentinel board. He really just kind of hit everything with, I mean, you know, the fact that he did have infinite gold, but this is going to be world's first fast 10. And look at that value that he's getting out of Fire Sale here. Just another 5 gold. I mean, Fire Sale here, a silver augment just gave us 5 gold this round. I mean, you know, you think about something like a Raining Gold that gives you 1 gold per round as a gold augment. Obviously, Fire Sale give us nothing up front, but I mean, I think Soju would take that trade-off for sure, getting 5 gold per round from a silver augment here. So we'll see how these next couple of fights go. I can't imagine that Soju is going to win a lot of these fights just because, once again, he's triple econ augment and he's 70 gold. If Soju is winning a lot of these fights, it just means that he is it may be at this point playing in Disneyland, but I imagine he wants to sack 2 more rounds and then go for the level 10 here. He's got the Jinx on Carousel that, I don't know, is that a consideration as like a carry in this spot? I don't even know what fast 10 looks like. He's just gonna take the sword here. Could be for Shojin for like an AP duo carry like this Heimerdinger. Could be just, I mean, we'll see actually what Soju wants here. Wow, wait. I really expected him to stack a couple more rounds, but this is actually a really, I mean, insanely fast 10. He's gonna roll it to 0 here, looking for 5 cost to fit on his board, finds the Rumble here, so he's going to fit that in for 5 Sentinel, actually. I mean, a bit rough here, but a 5 Sentinel for Academy. Also, does he still have the Echo on the board? Yeah, he does still have Echo on the board. I mean, most normally you'd be playing like a 6 Sentinel setup here, but I mean, this is just a very non-standard spot. This is crazy. I mean, I wonder if his thought is, I want to roll down here. I am level 10. I want to see if I can pick up somebody for an Anomaly here. Ends up, wait, did he always have this? Wait, he got that Jace from Fire Sale, right? He did. He picked up Jace from Fire Sale. That's where it's from. And now, wait, because this is what Soju was thinking of, and this actually makes a lot of sense. The 4/5 fast 10 here with the idea of picking up a potential 5 cost that you can then Anomaly. So he has a Jace now. I don't know if it's Attack Expert. He has 10 gold. I think we can find something better. I don't know. I'll be interested to see. I mean, he obviously has the Deathblade there, which is a lot of AD. So maybe he thinks that's good enough. Okay, that is good enough in Soju's eyes. Good to know that he values Attack Expert like not that low. But yeah, that's actually that's such a cool idea that. And he's going to make the Shojin onto Jace for now. Have to imagine that this is going to move around later, but actually he has 0 movers, so this Shojin's probably going to have to stay on him for a while. But the idea is eventually we're going to get to a Jace 2 and we can play for max cap this game. But yeah, we push 10 to find a 5 cost to Anomaly to play for super, super max cap. I mean, this is Soju at his finest, knowing how to play super, super greedy for max cap and then pushing levels when it actually makes sense and putting himself into actually a really good spot to cap out the board and, you know, potentially win the lobby. We'll see. I don't think anybody's doing it like K3, baby. Like this game is so cool. There's a Victor, there's a Jace. I mean, the second Victor comes in, boom, he actually just sells immediately the Corki because he wants to get these items over to Jace. I'm kind of surprised they even stayed on Corki for a round, but the idea, I guess, was just Corki was strongest. And then this is actually like, we should step back and talk about this. This is a really cool board. This is an Academy board with Jinx Echo on it for Rebel Ambusher. We also have Warwick as an option, which he's gonna get 4. Yeah, okay. Like a lot of swaps just happened here. You have to play Warwick on this board. There's no way you are not playing Warwick on this board. Especially if you play for more stuff like Heimerdinger. If you play for more of like the Rebel type stuff, like if we'd played Jinx, I think Warwick is really good. But his idea actually is that we're gonna play GP here, where you kind of need to get Form Swapper in when you're primary carrying a Jace. This is also Scrap in, which is nice for the Rumble here. But yeah, he's gonna fit Warwick in, and this is just. I mean, yeah, this is 6 cost soup. He's gonna itemize the Warwick here, BTLW. This game is just a treat, man. A huge CC coming out from the Victor here. This is a close fight, though. I think we might still lose this fight because we're close to everything in this spot, right? We're Jace paired up. We have 1.29 odds of picking up the 10 cost, so maybe there's a world we can find a 2-star 10 cost here, which would be crazy. There's Mel, who is going to come in immediately over Heimerdinger here. Wow, drop out of 3 Academy and just itemize blue buff onto Mel. Makes Mal's 2 here, okay. And gonna remove these items here. Oh boy, we're cooking in this spot actually. Oh my god. Okay, so I guess changed his mind. I was a little surprised that he itemized Warwick. I find most people seem to use Warwick as like an execute bot. But okay, we'll see here. Mal's 2 on this board. I mean, also really crazy fits in for Visionary. This is what Soju's so good at, is just capping boards like this. This is so cool. And now trying to figure out Mel or Warwick. I do actually think on this board, you're relatively, not necessarily, I mean, yeah, kind of front to back with stuff like Malzahar and Jace. So honestly, I don't think you really need the execute from Warwick. He's not going to be doing that much work. You really want Warwick on boards like Rebel. He's fantastic on boards where you're doing a lot of damage to everybody until he can get those executes and just finish off dudes. At this point, he's looking for Rumble items here. What do we even have here? QSS, Blue Buff, Rumble, Declaw Rumble, just as, I mean, it's the Crown Guard that can move over, right? Shouldn't the Crown Guard end up moving to Rumble and the Declaw can go onto Alawi here? I feel like that's the idea. Oh, I'm surprised he doesn't do this here. I mean, it's Soju. I doubt he missed it. He really thinks, maybe he thinks that Rumble's tankier than Declaw here. Or than, yeah, that Rumble is tankier than Alawi here. I don't know, kind of crazy. In any case, Soju, not too many places to go left to cap out the board. Also, playing around Malzahar here is so wild. I think this is another unit that just like, I don't know, so few people are that interested in playing around after the nerfs to him. I think just 6,400 damage from Malz. Yeah, I don't know. I think a lot of people would question this, and I don't know. We'll see. Maybe if Soju's like, screw this Malzahar unit, we'll get out of him, or if he's riding with Malzahar. Because yeah, there's not too many outside of hitting this Victor 2 that we're holding on to. There's not too many spots for us, not too many ways for us to get to a higher capped board than this. And we are the double econ augment in a prismatic lobby, so we have to cap higher than everybody. We need kind of that 2-star 6 cost to really be happy about our spot in this lobby. But all right, Mel doing good work here. And ooh, really, really nice in this lobby, actually. There's not something, oh, and then he does finally move the Crown Guard over to the Rumble. Okay, so I think that was just an error from him, not realizing that he can move Crown Guard over. There's a lot of moving parts here for Soju, so I think, fair enough. Picks up some extra units here. I mean, 50 gold almost to roll. I mean, straight up 50 gold here to roll. He's looking at Jace 3 possibilities here. The only problem is that people can obviously deny that really easily. I'm going to hold on to some extra 6 costs here. That's Mel the second here. Oh my god. And Warwick pair here. Blue buff Mel, one of her best items. And then now he's looking at last Alawi item, Steadfast Heart. Beautiful here. All right, let's see what 2-star Mel can do. The fast 10 into Mel 2. Oh my god. It's a beautiful spot, and he's holding on to the Warwick pair here. I think, okay, so the main thing he does have to do at this point is deny 3-star 4 costs here, because that can still beat his board, right? Miltu's fantastic, and she's gonna destroy a lot of people. Wow. I mean, I think that makes perfect sense. He downgrades Malzahar here because who cares about Malz at this point? 0 item Malz is not going to do anything. He needs the gold to roll down to deny. I mean, you can even play double Victor. I mean, they're always going to cast at the same time unless they get CC'd. So I don't know, maybe you don't play double Victor. But I don't know. He needs to play something. This Corki is, I mean, I guess, I don't know. He seems not very good on this board, but I mean, he needs to hold the Corki here. Someone like a LeBlanc, actually, I think would be really good if we can pick that up, but he can't really roll deeper. He needs to deny. Yeah, thinking about the double Victor, and then he does decide actually just to still play the Corki. I mean, Scrap Shield is not, I mean, we have 2 Scrap in Urgot. I don't know. It seems a little wonky to me, but I guess he says my other options are even worse. Victor's really not going to do that much damage. And they're both going to cast at the same time almost every single time. So, all right, another win, but I mean, Soju is so good at playing late game in TFT and just capping out high. I mean, I was blown away by that sell here. I mean, GS, solid damage item. I don't know who it's even going on to, our potential Victor 2 that we're going to hit. But yeah, open selling that was so cool. All right, can he continue to roll down to deny here? You should be looking for something better to play. I'm pretty shocked about no LeBlanc here. I know we don't have, there's no real reason to play LeBlanc over this Corki. I just think her ability is way better than what Corki is doing on our board here, but I can't really deny, Soju. I can't say anything to that. And also, this is really smart. The second that this player that he's fighting here gives up on everything but the Corki, he sells everything but the Corki here. Though I think he just killed him off. Yeah, that's Jungle Book dead. So it's really just at this point now. He doesn't need the Corki anymore. Gonna try to figure out what to fit onto this board. Could even be like double Rumble 2s. I don't know. I mean, okay, now that we get to Corki 2, at least he's another source of damage on this board. At this point, he's not bad. I wonder if you don't really care to play Rebel. I guess like a Jinx 2 wouldn't be horrible on this board, but Corki's good enough actually. To win this game, I guess we're gonna see here against this level 10 Rebel board with Paint the Town Blue. Huge CC there from our Victor here. Our Mel is full HP in these fights. 15,000 damage, by the way. Going into the stage, I mean, it's stage 7 next round. My God. Did he? He open sold the Corki. Yeah, I mean, his thought is like, I can find something much better than this Corki here. Okay, so this is what I was talking about as well. It's just like, yeah, who really cares about this Corki on the board? Even just Ambessa for like kind of another like fake Sentinel type trait doesn't seem bad to me, but we'll see what he ends up picking up to put onto this board. Even another Jace 2, I wouldn't mind. You just have to be careful. Actually, it's never going to be an issue. I was going to say you have to be careful with it not stealing the Anomaly, but because it doesn't have items, you're fine. He ends up just playing Mordekaiser here for Conquer, which I don't know, still doesn't seem amazing, but I mean, he can, these items are all obviously going to go into Victor here. So GS Death Cap, 2-star 6 costs on this board. Could anyone do it but K3, baby? I mean, I don't know. This game was so fun to watch and such a crazy high cap game from Soju. Hope you guys enjoyed this VOD review as always. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my link down below to my Metafy coaching if you're interested, to my Twitch, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.